Hello everybody, I'm John.
And I'm Claire.
And today we're going over an article called ESL Error. If you don't know what ESL is, it's what we kind of do. English as a second language. Actually, we do EFL, don't we?
Oh, English as a foreign language.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't think there's much of a difference. You're still learning English in the end. So it's English as a second language error. And I guess we'll get into the story, like the meat of the story a little bit later, but it's basically about someone who was misattributed or I guess put into a class that they shouldn't have been in the first place. Did you have any international classmates during your school years?
I did indeed. Not many, but I remember quite a few, maybe 4 or 5 in my year group at primary school. Yes, the children of immigrants. And God, I was so young at the time. Exactly where they were from escapes me now. But yes, I remember them having some special classes to help them with their English, and occasionally, I mean, they were reasonably good, you know, at communicating. It wasn't to the level where we couldn't communicate with these kids, but they just needed extra help to get their grammar right and, you know, the finer tuning.
Yeah, the finer tuning. I could have been one of those, not as a foreigner, but as someone who just sucked at grammar.
Yes. Well, you know, I think we've talked about this before. Regular kids don't get grammar classes in America or Britain.
And they really should.
Yes.
I really do think they should. Yeah. My grammar was only helped by me reading books.
I think that's how I did it too.
Exactly. And then I had to relearn to teach it.
Yes. It was a whole new world when I learned English grammar at 26 years old. I was like, wow, I actually understand what I'm speaking now.
Your school did have special programs.
Yes.
Yeah, I think America has had a long-running special programs for international students or people who need them in general, especially because both of our countries are quite big on immigration. So I think it's kind of normal. Well, let's go ahead and normalize reading the entire script. But of course, if you don't have time, you can read the summary as well. And we'll see you in the next section.
ESL error. Jennifer Vidales was having trouble in an English course, so her school took her out of the class and put her in an ESL program for several years. The thing is that Jennifer is a native speaker of English. She needed a little help in the class, but not because she couldn't speak the language. She says she learned next to nothing in the ESL class and lost valuable years of education. Unfortunately, there are many such complaints in the US and Canada, especially among children belonging to certain ethnicities.